Welcome to yet another weekly Ultimate No Prep Challenge. It is a TTRPG challenge with a number of guests. Can we together immersively role play a randomly rolled scenario? Each week we have new participants. We're going to randomly roll a GM, a setting, and tone/themes. I'm Chris. I've been doing it all year. I want to host it 52 times this year. Hell yeah! And so far, I haven't messed up yet. So let's keep going. Yep, I'm Chris. Let's introduce ourselves down the line.
What's going on, folks? It's Uriah. I used to run these things, and I'm super happy to be back joining again. I owe Chris 2 games now, just because I was not able to make it the past couple of times. But yeah, funny enough, you've been able to do this consistently all year. It's better than I was able to do. There were several times we had to cancel.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's really cool to see this thing going on. But yeah.
Yeah. So Stalin had a phrase, which is quantity has a quality all of its own. So that's my attitude towards weekly Ultimate No Prep. Go ahead. So we got Plainsman too. Go ahead, Plainsman.
I'm a Plainsman on Discord. This will be my second UnPC. The first one was so much fun and nerve-wracking for me. I just had to sign up for another one.
Well, hell yeah! We always I welcome all comers. You played great, so let's do it again. Yeah. So with any sort of dice rolling, Plainsman, can you roll a d20?
I got a 3.
A 3.
Ooh.
Action adventure. Okay. That one's
easy mode.
Easy mode. Yes, exactly. It's not slice of life.
Yeah.
Something that I specifically put down there because I have no idea how to run slice of life.
Yeah.
Okay. Uriah, can you roll the 21st setting?
Gladly. I would gladly roll a d20. 3. Isolated base. Heck yes.
Isolated base. Action adventure and an isolated base. So this would be kind of like an underwater base or like the Antarctic or something like that. So I'm going to roll a d2. Hopefully it's configured correctly in my software. 1 for me, 2 for Uriah. Hold on. No, it's not configured correctly. We have to do it again. Those are just plus ones.
Plus ones.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to roll a d4.
Okay.
1 and 2 for me. 3 and 4 for Uriah. Ooh, it's gonna be me. All right.
Man.
Isolated base.
Heck yeah.
Okay. Well, I am the GM, but Uriah, did you have something that was on the surface of your mind?
No, man. I mean, it's kind of in the spirit of UnPC, just to kind of rock it out and spitball stuff. I didn't have any particular idea. First thing that came to mind was kind of like you said, like an Antarctic sort of thing.
Okay.
My idea was kind of like we're defending against an invasion. It's almost ironic because in the themes you have locations.
Mm-hmm.
And the setting is an isolated base.
Yeah. What I was thinking in the brackets there, I'm thinking kind of like one thing that happens in an action adventure as opposed to just like some other kind of like action-y movie is that you go to different areas.
Right.
And I'm imagining, Nathan Drake, you're imagining, okay, you're in a jungle. Okay, now it's this place of the jungle, blah, blah, blah. Like, so that's kind of like what I had in mind for action adventure was that the characters are going to different locations. So there is a little bit of conflict with the idea that it's isolated, but
I kind of dig it
there's
though.
There's different parts of the Antarctic. We can do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or even if it's on like a microcosm sort of scale where we're going to these different locations, but just kind of going off of the base idea. If we're going full John Carpenter, The Thing, and we have the mess hall, we have the research station, we have all of these little bits and bobs we can go to. We can kind of take it in whatever direction we want, really.
Yeah, for sure.
What do you guys think about maybe in honor of the Artemis, like a moon base or
Moon base?
Oh,
yeah.
I was just watching Apollo 18, the horror movie, the found footage deal. That thing, not the best movie, but it was a cool concept. What are you thinking, Chris?
Okay, so this is I don't want to shut it down too hard, but one issue I have. So there was actually a lot of talk about a kind of like a contemporary space exploration game a while back,
Mm,
where there was like a unique game that was set in kind of like the current day, and there's like space exploration as the theme, and everyone was saying that like that's really cool, but I don't understand how you do that, because it's like you're going to be in an airless
Yeah.
void
yeah,
alone on your ship, so it's kind of
Yeah.
hard to have a bunch of dynamic and look like there's no orcs, there's no space
Mhm.
orcs that hop out and stuff like that.
it's
So
like,
if
oh,
we-
another rock. You know,
yeah, well, so it's I think like it's excellent for like a bottle show, or like
Mhm.
if we want to like focus on the conflicts between the astronauts.
sure, yeah,
But because we rolled action adventure, I think we should have kind of like a place that has stuff in it.
right.
That so I appreciate the input, placement, but I'm thinking not on the moon.
right.
Um,
So are you
unless
rolling? Are
we
you
did
rolling?
Future Moon or something like that.
Sure. Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what
there-
I was thinking.
there's
Future
also
Moon, okay.
there's also the idea of, I mean, of course, the option of having something otherworldly or supernatural being included in that. So, you know, whether it's a monster or
Mhm.
a Sasquatch or something, you know, something out of the ordinary that comes to get us, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Or maybe like other nations you have conflict with.
Yeah, we could do like a future moon base, so it's kind of like got a lot of stuff,
Sure.
and we could have kind of like international conflict. So I'm down for that. I'm just not down for contemporary space, 'cause
Right.
Yeah.
unfortunately
Yeah.
there isn't much going on.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, how about let's do space, let's do the moon.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Okay, it is the year 2320. There is a moon base. So I think it makes sense that it's on the dark side of the moon,
Of course.
where they do. I want to do it as an astronomy base.
Okay.
So you guys are in an astronomy base, and something goes wrong. So you don't have to be astronomers, but
Sure.
for some reason you're at this astronomy base. It's relatively isolated. There's a lot of kind of like infrastructure around the base to support it, but by its nature, it's unmanned most of the time.
Oh,
so
okay.
we're putting the isolated into isolated base. So
Sure.
So yeah, there's
So-
facilities, there's astronomy.
So
going on.
like telescopes, things like
Mhm.
that. Like
Yeah.
telemetry, all that kind of stuff and junk.
Yeah, so like telescopes, and then kind of like living quarters for the scientists
Mhm.
who I guess you would either be the scientists or they're not here right now. It's largely unmanned
Yeah.
or something like that.
Well, that was something I thought of. Like maybe we're just the on-site technicians who have to be there in order to make sure, like, if anything does go wrong, we're the ones that are there to fix it.
Mhm.
That sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good. Let me start making some ideas in my notes. And do you
What-
guys have character ideas?
Well, I was gonna ask Plainsman what if he has any thoughts in mind. I mean, knee jerk reaction. Of course, when I think like technician, I tend to lean more towards like the blue collar kind of guy.
Yeah.
A little bit more rough and tumble. But if you got anything, man, I'd love to hear it.
I'm thinking maybe my character is just stopping in on the base.
Ooh.
And he's actually maybe like a geologist or a surveyor looking for it's like a stop off point as he's going to survey that area for like I don't know, mining operations or something like that.
Oh, that's always fun. Space mining is always a plus. So maybe it's like a one-man show. Like I'm just the guy who knows how to turn the wrenches, and I get a phone call or whatever the future equivalent of that is. Like, hey, you're gonna have a visitor. Clean the place up, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So let's see.
So like it's like the frontier. So it's like the last base on the edge of the frontier out there.
That's cool. I got a list of random names popped up, and I just clicked one. It's Bradley Bradford.
Bradley Bradford.
All right. Okay. Ingenuity. Real high. A decent body. Maybe. Third. Oh, wrong number. Oh, geez. Okay, well, that'll work. So my guy's name is Rick Chandler. He's I might change that last name. It's probably gonna change the last name.
I'll go for James Branson.
Oh, right. Be Rick O'Connor.
All right.
And that. So yeah, he's like a blue collar kind of guy. So maybe it's a thing like you've been on the base for a couple days. Okay. And then it's like we're waking up that next morning or whatever,
Yeah, like maybe I've already made a foray out there once,
sure,
but now I'm just kind of hanging around there and
maybe like today is the big one. Like you're gonna go out there and get it, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're a prospector or
yeah, like a surveyor or prospector.
Okay. Are you doing this kind of like an old-timey prospector, or do you like work for a corporation or
Well, I go out there and get moon
Yeah,
rocks.
well, the idea of an independent guy that's
Sure.
looking for treasure, is awesome.
Yeah.
As well.
Well,
But it could also be you're part of like a larger group in this job, like more kind of like working on an oil field today or something.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of picturing. Started off as like a roughneck, worked his way up to surveyor, back on Earth, and now he's got sent up to the moon.
Gotcha.
Like contracted out.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Chris, do you want to get rid of the list?
Yeah. Give me just a second.
You can tell me to piss off. It's fine.
Sure. I was gonna take away the list when we transitioned to play.
Cool.
So let me think a little bit. I think I have enough to kind of like do something engaging here. So I will remove the list.
So I have like a hand tool. I think of it's kind of like I swear there's like a game, but it's basically just kind of this hand pad, but it has tools inside of it. So like I can hold it up to something and work on it just with that item. But I also have like other tools and stuff.
Okay.
Gotcha. It's kind of my Swiss Army knife, so to speak.
Gotcha.
I'll probably have like maybe a rover or something that I use.
Ooh. Oh yeah. Holy crap. That's a whole other
like a sample kit, like space pick or something like that. Some survey devices.
Just a hammer.
Yeah.
All right.
How do we feel about like when we say far future, obviously it's still sort of Earth centric. Like Earth is still a thing, it's not so far in the future that we're in like Wall-E territory.
Yeah.
Okay. So like subtle, tasteful pop culture references are still cool.
I suppose. Sure.
Within
I would
reason.
say it's like 23. What did I say? 2320? Something like that. So it's a couple hundred years, but sure, classic culture. Okay, cool. So behind you, James, the hiss of the airlock doors closing, fluorescent lights above you click on. You are in the galley with Rick O'Connor.
I walk in, stretch, head over to the coffee machine, hit the button. Today's the day, Rick. I can feel it. I've been getting some good samples out by them ridges. I just know they're going to be full of helium-3. I just know it.
Nursing my own cup of joe. Well, you seem awful eager to get out there, pal. Hey, listen, we got a long day ahead of us, so make it a double. Why not, eh?
Definitely. I can already taste the bonus. I'm going to be back on Earth soon, living it up. I'll go ahead and grab my cup of coffee and walk over to the table. What's on your agenda today, Rick?
Oh, same crap, different day. I scratch my rotund gut as it kind of hangs out of the blue jumpsuit I'm wearing. It's all covered in grease and scuff marks. Yeah, lucky for you, you get to go back planet side. I'm stuck here until they give me the go ahead.
At the far edge of the table, a tiny conveyor belt whirs to life. Small pastries and breakfast foods float by. Each of them has a small credit price emblazoned somewhere on them.
Up 1,500 credits from yesterday. What kind of prices are these? I slam a hand down on the table. I'm tapped. You're welcome to enjoy, my friend. I stand up.
I walk over there and put my debit bracelet on the scanner next to the trolley and grab 2. This one's on me today, Rick, and I'll hand him one of the pastries.
Take it. Jimmy, you're a saint. I shoved the whole thing into my mouth.
Thank you for your purchase, a robotic voice intones.
We should probably get a move on. We're losing daylight.
Yeah, after you, Rick. I'm ready to get the day started, and then I'll fall in behind him.
Scoop up my my hand pad, slip it into a breast pocket, really tucking it in between the wife beater I wear underneath my jumpsuit and the jumpsuit itself. Walk out of the door and start making my way towards the garage.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
The fluorescent lights above Rick flicker to life, exposing a huge, spacious garage, racks upon racks of equipment with labels and QR codes.
All right, Jimmy, which one you want to take today? We're going to take the Lamborghini or the Ferrari?
I think I'll stick with old Rumbler over there. Tried and tested.
Ferrari it is. I pull out the controller, tap some buttons, scan a QR code, and this large gondola spins around, brings the Rover, the standard stock, boring ass Rover.
An interior smiley face sticker on the upper right, slightly peeling off.
I'll take a quick walk around it. Always good to kick the tires, and then I'll just kind of give it a look over and make sure it's in good condition from the use yesterday.
Kind of lean against an old toolbox, give a grin. Always a goody two shoes. I step behind him and begin to give another once over, backing him up.
The rather unusually, the Rover has a fair amount of moon dust on it. The electrostatic cleaner is supposed to remove that when it's put into storage, but there's still a fair amount of dust on it. You don't see, there isn't any other damage.
Hey, Jimmy, doesn't this thing look absolutely filthy to you? I could have swore we cleaned it up yesterday.
Everything looks filthy up here to me. That dust gets everywhere.
Well, tell me how you really feel. Hey, if you don't mind, keep taking a look. I'm gonna go check on the filters up in the static cling area.
All right, I'll give it another once over, see if that's the only issue.
Walking that way. I mean, you're free to join me if you got nothing better to do. You're going to be here a little bit longer. Might as well.
Yeah, I'll come with you. There ain't the gold out there ain't going anywhere. And then I'll follow Rick to the static cleaners.
Through a small door, or through a door into a back room, down a corridor. Enter into this maintenance room.
A large digital panel flickers to life. The face of a pink AI agent comes up to the surface of the panel, as if facing a camera in some imagined space. How you doing, Rick?
Oh God, I hate talking to these things. Jimmy, would you mind?
I walk up. Yeah, it seems you might have an issue with some of the equipment around here. Can you run a diagnostic on what was it again? The static cleaners?
Yeah, while I'm kneeling down, tinkering with some boxes in a corner.
Can you check that out for us, Pinky?
Sure thing, James. A stream of electronic text begins to flow over the surface of the screen. You see mostly green, but after a couple seconds, yellows and reds begin to appear on the screen. We got quite a few subsystems that are having some issues.
Perfect.
Let's see here. You're asking about the static cleaner? Well, it looks like the filter's currently jammed. Please hold. The Pinky AI agent's eyes flicker white, and a small clock begins turning.
Do you want to check out this display here, Rick? It's all makes no sense to me. I don't know anything about this kind of stuff, but I do see some reds and yellows in there, and that's never a good sign.
I mean, I'll be honest. Half of this stuff, it's it was broken when I got here, but nothing pertinent to life support. I never go there. We never have to be in there for anything. Hold on. What's this? I click through, pull up a new error.
The Pinky's eyes turn back to pupils, and he says, I'm currently unable to reach ground control or any other location on Earth. Net connectivity is currently down. Diagnosing. His eyes turn back into clocks.
Is that normal, Rick? I know you're kind of rural out here, but to lose all contact like that?
It is rather strange. I start to sit there and think, racking my brain for any of the possible means by which the interference is happening. I got nothing. It's still morning. I sip a little bit more of the coffee.
Pinky's eyes return to pupils. Diagnostics of the communication tower appears normal. Unknown cause. Would you like to me to list all of the problems currently facing the base?
Hell no, we'd be here all day. Listen, Pinky, just get me eyes on the central antenna. See if we got anything going on out there.
The face recedes from the panel, and a black square appears. The details come into view. It's a camera feed of the lunar surface. A large steel antenna with white and yellow lights on it. A large cable leading away from it. Feed presented.
Anything looking out of the ordinary there, Rick?
My eyes, I using my control panel, with the camera pointing at the base of the antenna, I slowly start to pan it up, get a close look of the integrity of the entire antenna.
Everything is completely solid. Your tool diagnoses the structural capabilities of the antenna. No damage.
What the hell's the problem?
You want to? I mean, we're heading out there anyways. We can get suited up and stop by there.
I just hate detours. It'll have to do. Yeah. Hey, let's stop wasting time. Let's get out there. Pinky, make some noise if anything happens. Okay.
Affirmative. I will remain in contact and give you any updates, including the restoration of a net connectivity.
Thanks. Just only the important stuff. We don't need you telling us how the weather is up there. I mean, come on now.
Affirmative. The panel in the maintenance room shuts off.
Well, back to the garage then.
After you, Jimmy.
I'll walk out the doors and head to the equipment lockers in the garage and
start to trail behind a bit, going through. What the hell is causing it to interfere? Success.
Thinking to yourself, you go through the checklist of possible events. One is interference from a nearby base. Another one is satellite failure. A third is large-scale military action.
My face goes stone, and I quicken my pace.
I see Rick moving faster. What's the sudden hurry, Rick?
I just got to check something real quick. We might be in it.
Oh, that's no good. Are we still going out?
Oh, for sure, we're going out. I just want to make sure how we're gonna do it. If you know what I mean. Hop on. I'll get us out there.
All right.
Slump down to the rover. Turn the key over.
A gentle hum. The internal air circulators on the rover begin to whir. The rover connects digitally to the moon-based controls. The familiar airlock and garage controls appear on the panel for you.
You want to grab some suits just in case we have to get off the beaten path?
It's probably a good idea. I whip the wheel over to one side to get us a little bit closer to the lockers. Pop the door open, rush over, grab a couple suits. You want to grab the helmets?
I grab a helmet, a couple of helmets, and one of them my own personal one. The big Luna frac sticker on the side. I walk back and toss it to her real quick as I hop back into the rover.
Jeez, man. It's like they're sponsoring you or something. Plop down. I set mine on the dash. It's got a large sticker of a scantily clad woman sitting atop a rocket. It says in script, "You go, space cowboy."
I set my coffee in the cup holder. Ready when you are, Rick.
Door shuts. Hit the airlock to seal us in. Alrighty. Put it into gear. Make my way outside. The stale smell of ozone, kind of like rusted metal. I hate this. That's one thing you never get used to is the smell. Why does the moon have to stink?
I take a big whiff. Smells like money to me, Rick.
The airlock doors part. The rush and blast of the small airlock depressurizing the recirculators within the rover take on a stronger tone, more loud, recirculating the air within it. The moon's surface before you, brilliant white. It is lunar day. The sun beats overhead.
Spectacular. Hey, ever since they got rid of that mountain range on the penumbra, you finally get some sunlight over onto the dockside. But Floyd's a little bit pissed off about that one.
Oh, yeah. My opinion, we don't need any more tourists on the dark side. At least until Luna Frac sets up some operations over here. You might have a nice couple dive bars to go to.
Hey, I'll drink to that. Just take a sip of the coffee. I pull it to the right, heading due east, making my way towards the antenna.
I'll lean back and then look over my shoulder and just to make sure my survey case is sitting there.
The rover rumbles to life and begins to crunch along the moon gravel that has been created by well-worn tracks near the moon base.
Creeping further along, I flip a switch on the console, type a couple of buttons on the dash, and set the destination to the antenna. And then I slide my seat as far back as it will go. I start to put on the vac suit.
The voice of Pinky comes over the radio, the internal speakers within the rover. Course laid in. Would you like me to drive?
Yeah, go for it, Pinky. Hey, just be careful around those corners. You kind of get crazy when you drive like, well,
I see Rick getting dressed up and I follow suit. Hey, Pinky, this thing got any tunes in it?
We have access to all public domain tunes. Would you like to select one randomly?
Oh God, no, Jimmy. Listen, I gotta cut you off right there, pal. If you're gonna play something that's in the public domain, you gotta play something from Zeppelin, brother. It's got to be Zeppelin. You know Zeppelin?
I'm more of an Elton John, Rocket Man type.
Golly. I thought we were just getting to be friends, and then you pull one of those on me. All right, hey, we ain't got no times for tunes right now. We're almost there, but come on, get your clothes on.
All right, I'll finish suiting up and then twist my lunar frac helmet on.
Zeppelin unavailable.
Great. Someone forgot to pay the subscription again.
The Maple Leaf rag begins to play over the sound system.
Oh, cool. Doc Watson. Hey.
I think you and Pinky been on the dark side a little too long there, Rick.
It wasn't the version I was thinking. Listen, lots of people have played that song. Whatever. Hey, are we there yet? I look outside the window.
Rover en route. Approximately 5 minutes of travel remaining.
Great. You know, you think on the moon they wouldn't put a speed limit on these things, but I guess when one false move, one little fender bender, and you get depressurized, it's not a fun happening. You ever seen that happen to somebody?
No, I ain't been up here too terribly long.
Whew, I got to tell you, it is gruesome. You're sitting there enjoying your sandwich, and in the next minute, you're getting sprayed with Lord knows what. Not a fun time. And the cleanup, oh, man, there's a reason I don't get many visitors up here. But, man.
Yeah, I've seen my fair share back in the oil field at home, but nothing too terrible out here yet.
Well, I'd hope not. There's only the two of us. God, can you imagine that? What a way to go out.
I don't even like to think about it.
Yeah, me neither. Place my helmet. That is up ahead. Driving up on it. All right, I'll take it over, Pinky. Start to grab the controls again, driving it towards the antenna.
Manual controls released. Thank you for riding.
Thank you for driving.
The antenna looms above the rover at its base. Destination reached. The small control shack at the bottom of the antenna has the distinctive green and white lights of an active antenna.
So we getting out here. I haven't been over to this section yet. If you want to check some stuff out, I could maybe get some scans over here, and I'll reach back and slide my survey case up.
Oh, sure. Hey, man, make yourself at home. Listen, just I tap on the side of my helmet. Holla if you need anything, man.
Will do. And I'll bring the survey case up into my lap and go ahead and hit the release button for my side of the rover.
The interior of the rover begins to depressurize. Both of your helmets firmly secure. The air leaks out in a hiss, leaving silence. Once that has happened, you hear the doors unlock on either side.
Leer out, giving a good long look up at the very tip of the antenna. Start walking towards the control panel.
I'll go ahead and turn on the headlamp on my helmet. I'll just be over here, Rick, and I'll start carrying my case towards the shack, but not going all the way there.
Sounds good, pal.
The small crunching noises of the moon rock beneath your the soles of your feet travel upwards through the suits.
You know, every single time I walk on this gravel here, it reminds me. Did you ever get snow? I'm sure you get snow all the time down planet side. What part of Earth are you from, by the way?
I'm a Texas boy. We don't get snow that often.
Lucky. Hey, listen, there was one time, total freak accident. We got a bit of a Luna winter up here. Man, you ever seen dry snow? Dangerous stuff, man.
Every little bit of snow's dangerous on the roads down in Texas.
I bet. Open up the control panel.
The control panel opens, and a screen folds out into the vacuum. A blue head appears out of the screen. Hi, it's me, Bluey. Please connect to the subsystem in order to maintain it. Here's the connection information. A QR code flashes on the screen.
Pull up my tool. Hey, Jimmy, don't wander too far.
I stop where I'm at, take a look around, and open my case and pull out an anchor spike and spike the case to the surface. Then start rummaging around for some other equipment. Yeah, I'll be right out here.
I mean, like, feel free to look around, but, just be careful. Like, it's lots of places get lost in here. Pull out my... You go ahead.
I'll go ahead and pull out a little scanner and start punching in to get it started. And just start scanning the surface, trying to pick up just different minerals.
The beeping from your scanner connected to your suit tells you that it's working. This area contains slightly elevated amounts of platinum group metals, including gold, silver, and platinum. It doesn't quite rise to the level of economic viability to extract, but it could be the hint of something.
I take my tool. I plug it into the system and attempt to bypass the standard protocol to get towards the root system of this computer.
The blue head fades away completely. Instead, a extremely complex mass of text from top to the bottom of the screen begins flowing like a slow-moving river. Success.
Okay, that's a lot of. Okay, let's start digging. I begin to scroll through the various layers of this text. Where the hell are you at? Where are you hiding? Come on, I know you're in there somewhere.
The something that jumps out immediately is uplink is completely green, but downlink is hovering between 0 and 0.2. A notice says interference detected nearby.
Hey Jimmy, you got that fancy box of yours working? Is it on?
Oh yeah, but it's all gold dust and no nuggets out here so far. And I'll start. I'll clip the monitor to my belt and start heading back to the case to grab my survey and pick.
While you're hunting for nuggets, can you keep an eye out for anything, any lights, any blinking, anything? Anything that looks out of the ordinary.
Yeah, copy that. I'll keep an eye out and pull my survey and pick out in a little sample case and head back over to where I was scanning.
A tiny button underneath the downlink low says triangulate interference ?
I hover over it and pause. I don't like the sound of that. I forego the easy route and attempt to triangulate it according to the data that's been already given.
I'm out there. I kneel down on the surface and start chipping up a little bit of the rock and sliding into the case, and I'll be looking around the area for anything out of the ordinary, like Rick had mentioned.
James aware.
Success.
The night sky, or the day sky really, of the moon is completely dark. It's beautiful. It's nothing like Earth. Over near your base, you see just a moment, almost like a shooting star, flash over and towards it. A silvery object flying back to the base from the south.
Unable to keep up with the speed of the text moving. Perfect. I slam the door on the control panel in frustration.
I'll get on the headset. Maybe nothing, Rick, but look like might be a little strange just back at home base. Thought I seen something over there for a second. Something flashing.
Oh, like a light? What do you mean? You got to speak plainly here.
Well, I ain't been up here long, but it may have just been a shooting star, but it was flying low and close to the base.
Get on the rover. Now, I lock the box back up and quickly begin pacing back towards the vehicle.
I close up my sample case. start jogging slowly over to mine and putting things away.
It's an astronomy base. I would have been seeing a shooting star from a mile away. Come on. Something's up. Plop down in the seat.
Hurry and finish packing back up my survey case and hook the pick under the anchor bolt, pull it up, and then grab it, run back over to the rover. What's going on?
I start to pull the rover over towards his location. And I'm really sorry to cut your field trip short, but listen, there's some trouble going on. You said you saw a shooting star, and I would have seen it too, especially this. Like I said before, this being an astronomy base. Come on, we got to get back to home base. This I don't like this.
I throw my case back in on the floorboard and hop in and pull the lever to close my side of the rover.
Slant my side down, floor it in the direction of the moon base.
Once both doors are closed, the rover repressurizes. The hiss of gas throughout the panel. As you step on the gas, the control panel in front of you reactivates, and the face of Pinky reappears. All right, Rick, would you like me to do the driving?
Pinky, only thing I want you to do right now is figure out what the hell that thing was that just flew by us. Jimmy said he saw something. What was it?
His eyes turn into clocks. Unable to determine what you are talking about. Would you like to review exterior cameras?
Bull crap. Scan the northwestern sector in the direction of home base. Scan telemetry signals in the sky. We're looking for anything that's out of ordinary, anything that's out of place. Zooming along as fast as I can to get back to home base.
I let out a nervous chuckle. What's going on, Rick? You don't think it's Martians or anything, do you?
I wish it were that simple. Now, my friend, when you're out here in this faraway place, everybody's trying to get on the action. The last thing we need is for somebody to stop poking their nose in our business.
One thing I can't stand is a claim jumper.
Pinky returns, his eyes turn back into pupils. Optical anomaly detected 5 minutes ago. Location, south camera. The camera feed of the south side of the moon base appears. The coming into the frame rate is choppy, so the image is a little blurry and low quality. There is a hovering silver object around the size of a motorcycle, but shaped like a mushroom with handrails on the top of it. Clutching onto the handrails, there are 3 human figures riding on the side of it. They have space suits of a design that you've never seen before. Slim, on their backs are what look like rifles.
Pinky, pause in that frame right there, enhance it, and by God, give me a knowledge check or something.
Zooming in, it's very blurry. No fob detected. No recognized astronaut signal. No recognized vehicle signal. Unknown. Would you like me to connect to corporate?
I looked at Jimmy.
Who the hell are those guys? Who has weapons? Who's authorized for weapons up here?
Hell if I know. Listen, if we're gonna get into the deep stuff, we need to hunker down. Pinky, execute defense protocols. Once we get inside, God, pulling up to the garage.
I don't know what you mean.
Pinky, we have potential threats arriving close to the base. We need to make sure that we're ready for them. Do we got anything, any sort of defense mechanisms, weapon systems, alarm systems?
Rick, I'm sorry to inform you, but a higher priority task has been initiated. I must devote all resources towards this higher priority task. I will attempt to get back to you when I can.
What's the task?
The eyes turn into clocks.
Goddamn AI, and I'll slap the dashboard. Guys, really don't have no bunker or nothing out here.
I madly punching into the console. Pinky, tell me what the task was.
Pinky is impassive. His a blank expression on his face. The clocks continue turning. The animation repeats. The clocks keep turning.
Slamming on the brakes, skidding into the garage. I engage the airlock in the garage as the doors slowly close. Come on. Jimmy, we gotta move. We gotta curse under my breath.
I hop out, tearing the helmet off my head, sweat starting to drip on my brow. What's going on out here? You guys just do science out here, right? Just staring at stars, right? And then I'll be grabbing my bag out with my helmet under my other arm.
I wish it were that simple. There's a lot of money put into this place and a lot of state-of-the-art equipment. I rush over to a side console, sort of out of the way. I normally use it for maintenance and for inventory of the garage. So I open up a console and start to type away. Pull up the perimeter cameras.
Flipping between perimeter cameras, the south view camera of the strange vehicle is visible. There's no humans visible on that, though. The vehicle is static.
Quickly flipping through the cameras. Jimmy, take a look outside. See if you can see anything.
I'll head to the little slit of a window in the garage and look through the thick glass, see if I can see any movement out there.
From an angle, you can see the outlines of the unusual vehicle. You see no movement from it.
They're out there all right. That weird vehicle's parked right outside.
No, but there were people on it. There were people hanging onto the outside.
I don't see them anymore.
That's what I'm worried about.
Can't we just lock this place down?
I tried doing that. Pinky said, screw you. I attempt to. Good.
I'll run back over and be peeking over Rick's shoulder.
I start tapping into the blue AI system, trying to pull it up.
The switching over to legacy mode, the less HD face of the blue agent appears on the screen. Hey Rick, long time no see. It's been 382 days since we last spoke.
Yeah. Hey, listen. Some stuff's going down, and Pinky won't listen to me. So, what I need you to do, if you can, I need you to do a diagnostic check on all systems.
Rick, as you know, I'm outdated. I've been replaced by Pinky. If there is some sort of problem with Pinky, contact your network administrator.
Screw the administrators. I need you to run a diagnostic. Okay, tell me at least we have something to defend this place. You don't understand. We're under attack.
Defenses. I still have access to the inventory of the moon base. Would you like to pull that up?
Yes, give me something, anything.
Defend this place. I'm no soldier, Rick. You got to know the underbelly of this place. We just got to hide out. Let them take what they want, and then we'll be all right.
Then both you and me will be out of a job.
The inventory list begins to float through. I'm applying heuristics to your terminology. Defenses. Thinking. There's kind of like a humming noise. Found 3 objects. Flare gun. Locker 7D. Emergency defense pistol. Locker 99A. Cyanide pills. Medical cabinet in red envelope. Other defenses not found.
Cyanide pills. Why do you guys have cyanide pills? Not very optimistic, are you?
In the case of emergencies where rescue is impossible, astronauts are recommended to prevent painful death.
All right, whatever. Just transfer that to my my control panel.
The list and the locations throughout the garage are transferred to your control panel. All of those locations are in the garage.
I point to one of the lower shelves. All right, go for the flare gun. I got to get a forklift to get the freaking pistol. It's all the way up at the top. Of course, they put it on A.
I set my helmet up on the table next to the console, dash over there, and rip open the locker that has the flare gun in.
Hey, Bluey, can you run a just a broad check on personnel in the base currently?
Registered personnel: Rick O'Connor, James Branson.
Any unregistered?
There's kind of like a humming noise. James, the flare gun that you've found, extremely heavy duty. This is a lunar flare gun meant to launch a projectile that goes into orbit over the moon. The moon's gravity is of course much less, but it's shaped almost like a bazooka. But it's kind of like could be cradled underneath an arm.
All right, pull it out of the locker. This is a flare gun?
Jeez, kid, I didn't know they had those still. Well, Keep it pointed at the ground. Golly.
I don't even know which end it. I need to point at the ground. I'm just spinning around, looking it over, seeing if there's any instructions on it.
There's a tiny targeting display and several switches that say general distress and general targeting, and there's a secondary switch that says manual targeting. Flipping back to Bluey, Bluey says, unfortunately, I no longer have connection to the base's subsystems. Would you like to consult a dictionary? I have access to files.
The hell am I going to need a dictionary for? Here's a definition for you. Useless piece of junk. The word Bluey. I hit the button to turn it off.
I tuck the flare gun under one arm and pick up my case with the other and quickly run back over to that slit of a window, look back out and see if I can see any movement yet.
No changes.
Hey, how many rounds you got for that thing?
Put down the case and roll it over, and
Just one.
just the single one.
Perfect. Means we only got one shot at him. I seated in a forklift, whip it around, quickly cranking the forks up as high as they possibly can go to reach the topmost rack on the shelf. Pull down a small metal cabinet. Look out below! Beep, beep. Drops it down.
A crash.
Oh, great to hear already.
The crash from the cabinet, hitting the ground.
Oh, false alarm.
Tumble off.
I look down at the flare gun. Should we go ahead and just use this? Maybe there's a shuttle nearby.
Not yet. I'm not risking them shooting this thing out of the sky. Flip open.
Where would they come in at?
Hell if I know. Bluey's not helping us. Pinky's no use to us. We just got to keep our eyes peeled. Pull out the pistol. Take a look at it. Man, this thing is ancient.
It is a revolver with 45 ACP and ammunition, fully loaded. No additional ammo. 6 shots.
It'll have to do. I close the cylinder back. All right. Listen, we got to get a lay of the land. Stick close to me. I'm going to try to get to the computer terminal, see if I can get a closer look on what's going on with Pinky.
I start loosening up the strap on the flare gun. That way I can sling it over my shoulder. Do you even know how to use that thing? I don't want you to pop a window and then we're in here sucking air like some fish out of water.
Oh, don't worry. These they built these things pretty well, and this is some old technology. There's no way that this is going to get through anything. Start to walk down the open up a door, start to walk down the hallway, carefully pointing the weapon in front of me.
Helmets on or helmets off?
Helmets on. I slide my visor up. Hey, you might want to put that on, pal, just in case something does happen.
Right. I run back over to the console and grab my helmet, struggling to put it on as I run to catch up to Rick, just staying on his heels.
The click and seal of both helmets. The sound of your own breathing reverberates throughout the spacesuit. the turning the corner into the rest of the moon facility, immediately there is a tall, angular, multi-legged, spider-shaped device sitting on the galley table. Several cables, laying across it, plugged into various interface ports. A red displays with symbols that you do not recognize flash on the red spider-like device.
The hell is this? This ain't your stuff, is it?
We don't have anything like that at Lunar Frac.
Great. Scanning the room, hastily looking in every corner, my eyes dart back and forth. The hell are they?
Nobody in the galley.
I'll start walking over hesitantly to get a closer look at the spider-like machine. See if I can see any.
A whirring hiss, and along the top of the spider-like device, a camera rotates into view, pointed at the two of you.
Oh, crap.
I rush towards it, flip around, raise my hands above my head, and swing the butt of the gun at this thing as hard as I possibly can.
The tall, angular, spider-shaped device tumbles over to on its side. There's a small speaker on the spider-like device, and it begins to say something in French. A robotic voice begins to say something in French.
You speak French, Rick?
I ain't never been there.
What about
pull out the
after a few seconds, the voice begins to say something that you recognize as Spanish.
Can Pinky translate that for us? I mean, they're a dictionary. Hopefully, they can at least be a translator too.
Wait, I think I recognize what it's saying. Back when I was PlanetSat, I spent a couple years in Mexico. I listened in closely to hear what the words are saying.
The gist of what is being said is workers of moon facility, collaborate with us and you will not be harmed. It begins to cycle and it immediately goes to English where it says the same message.
Great.
Collaborate? Perfect. What the hell do they even want?
I lean down towards the speaker port. Who the hell are you?
The speaker crackles to life. You hear the sharp melodic tones of Mandarin Chinese emit from the speaker. Briefly after that, a robotic voice translating into English says the meaning. Workers of the moon base, we have a simple request of to affect some of your equipment in a way we desire. If you collaborate with us, you will not be harmed. But if you resist, we will be forced to take violent measures.
Oh,
Do you understand?
Chinese. Rick, we won't just lose our jobs if we help them out. That's treason.
James, the angular spider robot shape, has many of the design principles that you've seen in the Eurasian Empire.
I look down at the camera on this thing. The glass on the lens cracked. Look back to Jimmy. Well, if it's violence you want, it's violence you'll get. And I stomp the camera, crushing it underfoot.
A crunching noise. There's sparks sparking off of the camera lens. The voice emitting from the speaker was saying something, but it stops. Silence.
Now that they can't see us, let me take a look at that. It looks vaguely familiar to me, and I'll try to remember where I'd seen a machine like this before.
Sure. It's been a while. What? Social or intellect?
Fail.
It just looks vaguely Eurasian, so it's associated with that rival empire to the free world.
Well, whatever the hell it is, it's sure not ours. Hey, go over to that console right there and rip those cables out of the wall.
I race over there. Go ahead and give them a tug.
I go to my own set and start.
They yank out easily.
Start pulling mine out as well. Unplugging them from the wall. That's good, Jimmy. Just like that. Keep going.
I'll start dragging the machine towards one of the dumpsters. I don't want to leave this thing laying around. Let's get this thing in the compactor.
Oh, I like the way you think, Jimmy. I like the way you think. I rush over to him and start to help him put it in there. It's a large trash chute. I lift up this sliding door.
The spider robot is relatively light and easily carried. It barely fits inside the compactor.
Cramming as many of the cables as I can over top.
I'll use the butt end of the flare gun and try to smush it down into the compactor.
It's well lodged.
Smack the button. I hear a noise behind me. I might turn around to look. Did you hear footsteps?
I ain't heard nothing but metal screeching on metal, and we've been stuffing this thing down in there. But I'll turn around, frantic, looking around.
There's nothing. It was the hydraulic noise of the compactor starting.
I'm losing it. I'm freaking losing it. Well, I can't expect them to be very happy that we've destroyed the stuff. So we got to find them, man.
Yeah, them guys are out there. We've seen them on the video. We know they're out there. I say we still got to find somewhere to hide.
Well, If that did what we think it would do, I walk over to a console on the wall, give the screen a knock. Pinky, you there, doll?
The face of Pinky appears. His eyes still obscured with clocks. A high priority task is in progress. Please wait for it to complete.
Maybe there's more of these things laying around here. Maybe more of them got in. Well, where else would you have ports where it could plug in at?
Oh, gosh, they're all over. They're all over the base. We have to. Oh man, hold on. I begin to think of all of the major axes in and around the base. Success.
Axes meaning
to connect places.
Okay,
major
access points.
Yes, sir.
Okay, got it. Your eyes are drawn to a diagram of the moon base off to your right. Access points in the garage, access points in the galley, 2 exterior uplink access points in kind of like a secure telescope interconnectivity structure that is off to the side, isolated from the moon base proper. So 2 separate ones out there.
So we got at least 4 of these things. I didn't see any in the garage, so we might be okay in that part, unless they just put one there while we're in here.
There's no way. I hate to do it, but maybe we split up and both go check these locations. Where do you think? Where should we go?
I look down at that flare gun. How confident are you with that thing?
I didn't know which end even fired up until 5 minutes ago.
You ever taken a man's life?
No, never. I'm no soldier, I told you.
Pull out the pistol. Give me that thing.
I slide it off my shoulder and hand it over to him. What are you going to do?
Sling it on my shoulder. Hold out the revolver. Take this.
I take it and look it over, almost as confused with it as I am the flare gun.
It's pretty simple. You pull down the lever, the bullets come out, but just point the barrel away from me. Just don't point it at me.
Gotcha.
All right. I grab the visor on my helmet, slide it down to reveal a decal of a demon face laughing with an open mouth. Yep, for a little clay shooting.
I said it before, but Rick, I think you've been on the dark side too long, but I'm with you.
Well, let's go have ourselves a little hunt. Just watch my back, okay?
I can do that.
I start heading back towards start heading towards an access point, the closest airlock to get outside in the southwestern quadrant.
The nearest airlock is the front door. standing in the airlock, the green light of the open airlock button reflects off the demon face visor. James.
As we're standing outside the airlock, I'll run up to the windows on the side and peek out them too to see if I see anything in this new part of the building, see if I see any lights on outside of the base.
The view outside of the base through the windows is limited. The moon base is constructed near a sheer cliff, inaccessible to rovers. Atop the cliff, the telescopes proper. You looking out the window, you see the side of a lunar cliff.
Damn, I still don't see anybody out there. Let's get this over with. And I raise the pistol and walk up behind Rick to follow him in.
I hit the door open button. Pressure equalizes. Holding this massive launcher on my shoulder, I begin to scan around the skyline, searching for that ship.
Heading out the front door, you see the ship landed right in front of you. Silvery, angular, mushroom-shaped. It is only large enough for a couple of people to grab onto. A tiny craft.
Oh God, they're here! And I'll just fire a couple of rounds off at the ship.
What the hell are you doing?
Go ahead, ranged.
Fail.
The cross off 2 rounds. The shots go wide. A small powdery explosion of moon dust to the right of the vehicle. It is glitteringly bright to look at in the sun. How reflective it is.
The concussive blast startles me and I jump. What the hell? You're waste. I push the gun down. We need to get back inside.
Sorry.
No, apologize later. Come on, just be a little bit more mild-mannered with that thing. Come on, we gotta find him. There were 2. I point around the corner of the base. There are 2 access panels on the outside. They're likely going to there now. Come on. Start bounding over there.
Follow after.
The telescope looping around the side of the base. The 2 telescope data pipelines looking all the world like oil pipes along the surface of the moon stretch out over and towards the top of the cliff. They're both labeled optical telescope systems data line, radio telescope systems data line. Just atop the cliff, you can see the data access points for each.
Looking around, searching for the more of these spider-like systems devices. Jimmy, you see any more than weird boxes?
I'm looking around, pistol slowly racing back up again as I'm looking around.
There are none.
I don't see nothing.
Where the hell are they? A loud explosion goes off behind us as I jump to see a large plume of dust flying off in the sky. Jimmy, I think that was the garage.
Oh no. Should we get over there, or are we going up the cliff? What's the plan? Are you?
I said we're already here. Might as well make sure that the important equipment's not damaged. Come on. Rushing up towards the telescopes.
The data pipelines proceed to the cliffside face and make a 90-degree turn upwards, up 30 feet, to emergency access ladders on each.
Great. Jimmy, you afraid of heights?
Nope. That's one thing I'm good for. I climbed a lot of oil rigs in my day.
Good, because I am. Listen, I hate to ask you to do this, but you think you can climb up there and make sure that nothing's up on the tops of those?
Yeah, I'll head up there. Do you want to hold on this pistol? I don't think it'll do me any good, anyways. Cover my back while I go up there.
Yeah. I'll cover you. Don't worry.
I'll pass him the pistol barrel aimed at him, and then
grab it and move it out of the way.
Sorry again. Sorry. And then I'll start making my way up the ladders, or up the ladder.
The two data pipelines, two ladders, the cliff face. To the left, optical. To the right, radio.
We lost signal, right? It's probably the radio one, if there is an issue, right?
It's got to be.
I start making my way up the ladder on the radio line.
The climbing a ladder on the moon is, in fact, quite easy. It feels effortless compared to the oil rigs of your youth. Looking upwards into the dark sky, a shining helmet appears near the top.
I stop.
Looking down.
Something up here, Rick. There's something up here, and I'll stop climbing. Start pushing my way down.
Whoa. I'm coming up. Don't worry. I start to climb on the optical side.
A rifle is pointed down towards James as he climbs downwards.
As soon as I see the rifle, I just jump off the ladder towards the other line, hoping I can make it over there.
The rifle fires. Defense with +20.
Failure.
A shock, a whistling sound in your ears, an alarm, a pressure alarm. A shot has pierced underneath your arm, missing your body, but has pierced the suit.
Oh, Rick, I'm hit. I'm hit.
What the hell? Pistol still in one hand, I aim up and crack off the 4 of the remaining rounds.
Ranged.
Failure. Rounds go wide.
White sparks bounce off the bullets pierce the radio data pipeline. White hot electrical sparks short out from the side. The man with the rifle turns and aims it downwards towards Rick.
Oh no, you don't. I jump off the rather short distance I've traveled, jumping towards where James is at.
Defense.
Success.
Failure. The shots make little puffs of moon dust appear at your feet. James, you're crouched. You hear the hissing gas of your suit gas escaping.
I'm scrambling at my belt, trying to find the patch kit and get it out and slap it over the breach.
Ingenuity.
Success.
The hissing stops.
Running up behind him, I grab the back of his suit, pull him around the back of the radio pipe. There it is.
We got to get out of here, Rick.
Another rifle shot. This one at a spot where you just were. You feedback on the suit radios. A robotic English voice says, "Base workers, collaborate, and you will not be harmed. This is a promise of the Eurasian Empire."
I don't trust them, Rick. Let's get back to the rover. We gotta roll out of here.
Checking all over Jimmy's body. Where were you hit? Are you hurt? Are you okay?
I'm good. It's just the suit.
Oh, thank God. I peer back around the pipeline and look. Leaned up against the optical pipe is the launcher. Okay, listen. When I say run, you're gonna make a break for it, okay? You're gonna start heading back. You're gonna get to the rover. I pull a key card out of a little lanyard I have on a wrist attachment. That'll get you in where you need to go, and you're gonna go down the trail, and there's a valley at the bottom of the trail. You're gonna hide out there. I'm gonna go get some help. You're gonna get out of here, okay?
You sure about this, Rick? The pay ain't that good out here. Let's just both get out of here.
Listen, pal, it's not about the pay anymore. It's about making sure these guys mean business. I mean, he didn't have to miss.
I nod and stand up and get ready to make a break for it.
I ready myself, peering up at the person up there. All right. 3, 2. I slip the gun in his belt. 1. Go. I circle around, rushing for the launcher.
I start bounce running as fast as I can back to the airlock doors.
James, the gunman, trains his rifle on you. Defense.
Fail.
Also fail. The shot kicks up a huge cloud of dust behind you, sticking to your suit. Rick.
Bounding towards the launcher, I grasp it, pull it up to my shoulder, change the aim to manual aim, look through the viewfinder up at the man atop, and I speak into the radio. Hold it right there. Hold it right there. I have a lunar flare aimed right on one of your men. Stand down or I will blow him away.
I keep running and get close and make a dive to open the airlock, slap the button.
The gunman fires at Rick. The shot goes wide.
I duck down and instinctively pull the trigger, firing the flare at him. The sudden jolt of the bullet whizzing by unsteadies my aim, and it goes wide, striking the far side of the radio pipe, sending an explosion wrapping around it, but causing no damage.
Like 10 or 100 times bigger than a 4th of July firework. Brilliant red stars and glowing, unbelievably bright shower the bottom level here, and upwards as well, blasting an unbelievably huge explosion, but one that does not harm Rick.
I blinded, and as I turned and fumbling to try to close the airlock and wait for the 1G to kick back in.
The gas begins filtering inside the moon base front door. Pressure equalized. James.
Scrambling around on the ground, feeling blinded by this bright light, feeling around for any familiar surrounding.
After a couple seconds, the familiar white dust of the moon's surface is visible to Rick. The blindness wears off.
I feel the weight return back to my legs, and I just run in as fast as I can towards the garage.
I look up towards the top level, the cliff face.
The shooter is gone. Retreated somewhere.
I start to climb.
James, you are in the garage. A message appears on the interface that Rick had been talking to Bluey. Momentary vacuum seal failure. Emergency seal activated. In the garage, you can see some evidence of depressurization, warped plastic, damaged ornamental houseplants made out of for decoration, but the equipment in the garage otherwise seems fine.
Oh shit, they're in there. Oh shit, I'm mumbling to myself, and I just book it to the rover and hop in and start quickly sliding the key card across the scanner. Come on, you piece of junk, let's go, let's go.
Pinky unavailable, manual mode only. The rover springs to life.
Climbing up the optical pipeline, one foot after the other, looking straight up. Where the hell are you, you bastard?
At the top of the cliff side, the two pipelines proceed to the interface shacks, and then off to the right, the radio telescope, over in the distance, a giant dish pointed upwards towards the sky. The optical telescope to the north, a half sphere pointed in a northerly direction. Yes.
I slam my foot on the accelerator, and the rover smashes into the door. Oh, come on, you dumb bastard. I sit there and start hitting the open airlock door button inside of the rover.
Pressurization. Airlock override. Skip normalization of pressure. Yes. No.
Yes. Yes.
A blasting, booming sound as a giant the doors open immediately. A giant gust of atmosphere blowing out from the garage. The rover trembles for a moment. You see frost forming inside the interior of the garage. The doors are wide open. Bits and bobs tumble outside into the lunar surface.
Climbing up the ladder, I get to the cliff face, searching around, looking for any signs of life. I'm coming for you.
There are none. The two maintenance shacks have small doorways inside of them. Normally, they are depressurized.
Perfect. Continue to climb up until I reach the radio shack.
James.
I hit the accelerator again and fly out, feeling the gravel from the moon crunch under the tires again. And I look out towards my normal surveying area away from the base. And then I look back over to where the lines are running up the cliff back in the other direction.
The map flickers to life before James. Destination? Question mark. A map of the lunar surface appears.
I pause there, breathing heavy, and just keep looking back to where Rick is, and then back out to the open moon area.
Rick.
Open up
the door.
Open up the door, slip inside of the chamber, looking around.
Quite obviously, a spider device is plugged directly into the data line here, piggybacking onto it.
Perfect. Walk over, start to pull out these cables randomly with no consideration for any of the equipment.
The cables come out cleanly, and some of them even snap and break at your strength. It is disabled.
I feel the pistol at my hip, look at it, see the 2 bullets left. James, you may be a dumb bastard, but you're not going to be a scared bastard. And then I click on the coordinates back to the cliffside.
The winding road, the access road to the optical telescope appears laid in, and past that road, the radio telescope. This is a winding indirect route up the mountain. Autopilot unavailable.
I punch the accelerator and start trying to follow the map.
Rick.
The console inside the shack, I quickly walk over to it, begin to punch in commands. Come on, Pinky, you dumb bastard. Where the hell are you?
Pinky appears. Task currently paused. Would you like me to resume calculating trillionth digit of pi?
Cancel task.
His eyes turn back to normal. How are you doing, Rick? How can I help you?
Pinky, Wonder attack. I need you to cut all ties, cut off any outside interfaces, anybody who's tapped into the system right now. I need you to cut them off.
Shutting down remote interfaces. A list of remote interfaces start shutting down. Begin shutdown of this terminal?
No, not yet. Not yet. Send a code red to Houston.
Communications unavailable.
Mother.
I'm coming up the switchback, steering the wheel, yanking it left and right, trying to make all speed to get back up there.
Crouched on the top of the optical telescope, the red-suited figure, the rifleman, aims at the rover and fires. Defense or yes, defense.
Fail.
The windshield of the rover shatters, and the interior of the rover depressurizes. But it's still operable. Rick.
I turn at the dull thud of the round being fired to see the other man in the optical shack. A window, the door wide open to the other. I crouch back against the wall, and in a running start, I attempt to bound across the expanse to jump into the other. I leave the ground, and time slows as I land hard, my upper half slamming against the edge, clawing as I slide, my hands gripping the outside of the edge.
James, driving upwards.
I try to pull myself down, feeling myself lift up off the seat with the loss of the pressure. Trying to radio, Rick, you there? Foot still, press down on the accelerator as I'm trying to go up the path.
Heavy breathing. I'm in a bad way, man. I did a stupid thing.
Me too. I'm on my way to get you. I know you told me to leave, but I'm on my way.
What difference is it going to make?
I'll get you and we'll get out of here.
Collapsed on the side, Rick. You come to your head against the moon dust and rubble, a thin layer across your face.
Shaking the unconsciousness from my eyes. A sharp pain in my back. And the dull sound of a hiss.
Rick, are you there? I lost you. Are you still there?
I'm here. I took a hard fall.
I see the two towers close now, and I just beeline it straight towards them, ignoring the chance of getting shot by the rifleman.
The rumbling, taking the rover off road. You could the vibration through the buggy. You make it to the side.
Rick, where you at? I can't see you.
I raise a hand up waving.
Just barely visible over the optical data pipe, a gloved astronaut's hand.
I take the pistol in hand and hit the release and hop out, ready to run over there and drag him back to the rover. I'm coming.
Seeing him approach. Hey, man. I wheel back the visor, showing the front of my helmet is spider webbed with fractures, hairline cracks. Did we get him?
I don't know. I think they're still out there. We just got to go. And I start trying to grab him and drag him back towards the rover.
In the lunar gravity, it's easy.
Fight to my feet, hobbling over towards the lander or the rover. Get into the passenger side.
Red lights, the symbols on each side. Total loss, pressure, total loss. The directly in front of you, the windshield is just open space.
Man, what'd you do to this thing, man? This was a rental.
I'm not a very good driver.
Oh, it's okay, man. Me neither. I don't feel so good. My internal heads-up display showing a steadily decreasing oxygen level. Do I got a leak somewhere, man?
Oh man, your face shield's it's all busted up.
Perfect. Come on, man. We got to get out of here.
I punch in the coordinates and for the nearest base, and then we'll get you fixed up, man. And then I push on the accelerator and start heading that way.
The gunman on top of the optical telescope takes a shot at the wheels of your rover one last time. James defense.
Success.
Critical failure. Some sort of misfire, an explosive backdraft, shattering the gunman's face. For a moment, a shocked Asian-looking man is exposed to the vacuum, and he dies. And we're gonna end it there. Okay. Hopefully the diagrams worked a little bit. I think there was a little bit of confusion where this was a top-down diagram rather than a vertical diagram. So there was a little confusion there, but
sure. Well, because when you would come up with the previous drawing, I thought that it was a vertical, and I thought it was just a continuation of the vertical. I'm like, that's a tall freaking ladder.
Yeah, it was supposed to be. It goes to the top and then it goes to the side.
Over,
sure.
Yeah. So and then you're on the cliffside and you're looking down, top down on the map. But like, I did not express that well. So
yeah,
totally makes
sense. I didn't realize till you drove that, till you drew the rover in there. I was like, oh, it's sideways.
I screwed up the diagram. That's the thing. You can't say, oh no, because you're there's some verticality there. Anyway.
Cool. That was actually a lot of fun. I really loved that the premise. I thought that the premise is really interesting. I thought we played our characters really well.
Yeah.
Plainsman, that was like you were the perfect, like you were a great Dean Martin to my to my Jerry Lewis. My brain. Right
can you explain the reference to those?
Oh yeah, well there was so Dean Martin, the singer, he has been doing show business for a while, but he used to have a radio show with Jerry Lewis, and it was the Martin and Lewis show, but Jerry Lewis was the funny guy, Dean Martin was the straight guy. So
Gotcha.
A good yin and yang.
Yeah. This is apropos of nothing, but I had a real laugh. I was pitching kind of like a detective game to a friend of mine who's like a Zoomer, and like I was trying to explain like the premise. Yeah, it's like a detective game. It's like kind of like old classic detective sort of stuff. And he says, "Oh, so it's like a 1900s era thing."
Yeah.
So I was like, "Oh, yeah, I guess it is."
Yeah.
It's from the 1900s. So
wow.
Uriah coming up with some references from the 1900s, as they would say.
Those olden days.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the 1900s, guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, that was just a funny anecdote because Dean Martin, Jerry Lewis.
Yeah.
Anyway, I had a blast with that.
Yeah.
There were like some small glitches on my part. I did actually really like the introduction of the AIs. Hopefully they weren't like annoying.
No, that was great. I think it kind of helped them in their favor for them to be a little bit annoying, because that's just kind of how AI is these days.
Yeah, it was
like,
also one thing I was also thinking is that like, because it's like I didn't want them to be particularly useful. Like I wanted them to be like clippy, where it's like defenses. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
I just kept
hopefully that
picturing
worked
them
out.
as the Pac-Man ghost. You're like pinky, blue.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
I was ripping off a lot of the movie Moon. Have either of you guys seen that one?
I think so.
Good.
It's when they mine, right? It's
yeah. You said that you're a helium-3 miner.
Yeah.
And the characters that are for Moon are also helium-3 miners. So I was ripping off Moon a little bit there. But actually, pretty fun. Yeah, it was evil Chinese guys. We didn't really get to it, but they wanted to blow up the radio telescope.
Gotcha.
And they didn't know you guys were there, so that was surprising to them. So they were like, I don't actually know what would happen if you surrender to them. I don't know if they do.
Those spider creatures, were those like drones or something? Were they making
Yeah, that was their kind of like electronic warfare general purpose technology.
Okay.
So I was imagining kind of like North Korean style technology, or like how the stuff about the Iranian like mass produced drones, where it's sort of like vaguely kind of consumer grade, but it's also for military purposes. So they're kind of cheap, but they're like there's a lot of them, so they just like plug them all in and it hacks the system or what have you.
Yeah. I hope I didn't step on your toes with having a random explosion happen behind us.
I did not like that.
Yeah.
Just because, like, if I'm like floundering and I'm like, nothing's happening and I don't know, but like I was like, oh, there's the gunmen's.
Sure.
I get the impulse, which is like, hey, you're adding more detail to the world. But,
sure.
And it was probably a little bit of it too, is because I slipped more into that like kind of a follower role.
Mm-hmm.
So that might have put a little bit more on Uriah to,
Yeah.
do that kind of stuff.
I think that was that wasn't I think a dynamic that happened.
Mhm.
To be honest, Uriah is extremely proactive in all the games I've played with him,
Yeah.
and that can be an awesome thing.
And it can also not.
Yeah. So, what? How do I say this? The way you deal with the Uriah is, so actually, one thing that I try to focus on in my role play is kind of like, even if some other guy is like pressing a button or like interacting with the world, you can kind of like carve out your own emotional reaction to contrast with how they feel. So, basically, Uriah, you became a patriot all of a sudden.
Sure.
So I think in James's position, I might say, I don't know, the Eurasian Empire might not be that bad.
Yeah.
Rick. Like, so that gives you a whole lot of stuff to do.
Sure.
And kind of like the emotional interplay between the two characters. I know this is kind of like, I've got story gamer brain, so I'm always like, what's the angle that, what's my motivation? But like, that's kind of like how I would try to approach it, is like, how do you distinguish yourself from Rick? Rick's pressing this button. Maybe you think that you should not press that button. You think that we should surrender to the Eurasians or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just an idea. That's not that's not kind of like prescriptive. That's not, I don't think that's even like 4D-ish.
I mean,
it's more of like a meta thing that Chris likes to do. I don't know.
Yeah, it's tangential for sure. But I mean, the way that I try to do things, and in the interest of trying to throw you as many softballs as I can, I end up inadvertently just telling you what to do. That's a big like hurdle still for me. Just because I tend to be more proactive, and I've always kind of been this way, where I want to try to prompt, like, hey, take your turn. I don't want to talk all day. You take your turn.
Yeah.
But instead of me just waiting for Chris to say Plainsman or James, I try to sort of lob it over to you. And
yeah,
for the record, you did excellent. Like, it wasn't that you were not taking your turns. You were taking.
Yeah. I didn't see any of that.
Yeah.
You were definitely taking your turns. So
yeah, it's more so my desire to try to make it feel more natural.
Yeah. So
I just try to pass it over, but oftentimes that comes out in just me saying, "Do what I say," But that's not my intent. That's definitely not my intent to just play your character for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt that was kind of unsteady.
Like I said, the way
beginning.
I would, like I said, the way I would respond to stuff like that is like, "Are you sure we shouldn't maybe we should surrender to the Chinese?" So I would just like go in the opposite direction to Uriah.
And the best thing about right, but the best thing about it is you could absolutely just like, and I've had people do it, because I'll that's just the most natural way for me to like pass it along, because part of me feels kind of awkward saying like, I look over to Jimmy, what's Jimmy doing? That feels kind of like weird to me. So me using dialogue, and I'm of course there's plenty of other ways I could use dialogue to still get that point across. But I've had people, if I call out something, or I say, keep on them, or da 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 da, they just ignore what I say and keep on doing their own thing, and that's perfectly fine. Like, I could go piss up a rope. Like, that's no issue,
Yeah. So actually, I think I see what you're saying. Where it's kind of like, you don't want to be in the situation where it's like, I look to you, and like, you want to be like, I hand you the wrench.
Yeah.
And what that does is that is more naturalistic, and that's action oriented, but it is also kind of like a command, like, hey, go use this wrench. So like, I see what you're saying, which is like, basically, you want to be interacting with the other character in an active way in the scene, but a side effect of that is it can kind of seem like you're being imperious or like you're ordering people around. I see. That makes a lot of
sense. And I would say I was kind of leaning into it too.
Sure.
With you being the tech guy there, I've not done a lot of the co-creation stuff. I still not that steady on it. So I'm always searching for answers in character.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, Rick's there. I guess I'll ask Rick.
Yeah, and that's fine. Like that is completely 100% valid way to play. Like that's co-creation, although it's a big part of 4D, it's certainly not mandatory, but you still did co-creation to a certain degree, the coffee machine and you paying for the stuff at the very beginning, like that. I would consider all that to be co-creation, because I mean, you didn't have the money on your character sheet, it wasn't pre-established. You just bought 2 of them, and that was that. So I mean, that what you did was perfectly valid. I just hope that you didn't feel like I was trying to play your character for you. And man, it's a tough thing, because I can definitely come across as overbearing, especially if the natural framework of the characters we're playing sort of lends itself to that. So like my character, he this is his domain. He's the one-man band that runs this whole thing, and you're his special guest. So it's like visitor. So it's like even more so like hard to break against that. So it's always something I try to like I need to like purpose to just play a meek pussy.
So kind of separate to that, I actually wanted to compliment Plainsman. It didn't really flower into something huge, but I really did like that your character took it on themselves to start surveying for minerals.
Yeah.
So I thought that was great, and that was very in character. I didn't have like an awesome thing to kind of like have you find right then, so I was just like, there's more gold here than normal. So I didn't really have that was a great pitch, basically, like my character is into this. So I thought that was great. I didn't have a great response at the moment, but I do want to say that was very in character, and reminds me of my dad a little bit, where he like a lot of times people have these interests that are just like, okay, when I get a moment, I'm going to do geology stuff. I'm going to inspect this land. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. So it's like it felt very in character. Even if like it didn't quite move the needle on like this grand story, it made perfect sense for me that your character would start doing that.
For sure.
Yeah, I definitely. Yeah, I didn't mind. I kind of liked getting the the layups a lot of the time for my turn and stuff, because that was one of the things on the last UnPC that I did that I kind of went back and watched it. Now, one of my things was I kept kind of stuffing down the interpersonal stuff anytime it would pop up. So I actually and just kept trying to move forward and stuff through the city back then. But so I actually enjoyed a lot of the dialogue this time, because and it wasn't that them guys wasn't doing anything or that they were doing anything wrong. It's just that I was like, my very first game, I just stayed mission focused instead of trying to do the actual down character stuff.
That's normal.
Great. Yeah, absolutely. I think you did. You guys did a great job of having kind of like establishing a dynamic and having lots of discussion. One thing I wanted to kind of bring up a little bit was one thing that I've been trying to do as a GM is specifically in the UnPCs have spaces that where the characters are together but nothing is actively happening,
Mm.
so that the characters can interact quietly and kind of like spend some time together and kind of like have established more of the dynamics. So one thing I really wanted to have you guys do and was kind of like to talk a lot inside the rover. So the two of you are kind of traveling in the rover.
Sure.
Pinky is, doing the autopilot. So I wanted to kind of like get that as a space for you guys to talk.
Sure.
And I think that was pretty successful.
Yeah, we had a couple instances where we were able to kind of chit chat,
Yeah.
I love how the conversation went to be like, oh, you ever seen a guy get depressurized? Yeah. I really wanted to build that contrast between Rick and James. Rick James, bitch.
Yeah.
And then the creepy piano music.
Yeah.
Either before or after.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully, I tried to make this I experimented this UnPC on having the maps and the YouTube video. Hopefully that wasn't disruptive. It was a little annoying to me, so I may not do it again. But
yeah, I don't think you need it. I think I mean if it's not clear right off the bat, I think it's just one of those things that the person can sort of fill in the blank.
Yeah,
because like when you said Maple Leaf Rag, my brain filled in Doc Watson. Which is guitar, so that's a completely different.
That's the thing. It would definitely I think it makes sense to do it when it's for communicative purposes.
Sure.
But I did it, more of a meme thing.
Yeah.
than anything like, oh, there's some honky tonk music.
Yeah.
So,
I'll
try to be more disciplined on that. Because I didn't quite like how that turned out. Okay. So actually, I know I'm kind of drilling down on hyper specifics, but what I wanted to happen in the rover was that you guys interacted and then you ended that sequence by anchoring. Because I don't think we've this is kind of like a technique that Max has talked about a lot, and he specifically brought up the idea of talking in the car, where the characters are talking to the car, blah 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 blah, and then what happens is, how do you do a scene transition without breaking character? Well,
sure.
I lean back in my seat and I look out the window. I also lean back in my seat and look out the window. So I wanted to try to do that, but I don't know. I don't think we're generally using that in UnPCs recently.
The time skips or whatever with
the time the mutual time skip caused by both players anchoring. So I don't know, maybe that can be
that's fair. I think
technique or something, or because we did accomplish it, which is basically Uriah, when you were done, you basically said, there it is. You came up around the bend, and I think that's fine. There's less mutuality to that though than both people anchoring, and then anyway, that's just like micro commentary.
Sure. Yeah, I think in terms like that, when there are things happening at the same time, when we're both driving, especially on such a short distance, I think in that instance it's a little bit fair to simply say, "Oh, here we are," that sort of thing. If it's something like a train ride or a plane ride, or something where it's over a larger distance and there's not as much control, I don't necessarily think it's that big of a deal to do that kind of anchoring. But I do agree we should have done more of that. I think I could have done more anchoring in general.
That's how I felt too. I was
anchoring is tough because especially and because we're doing one shots, the
Mhm.
the GM is always like, "There's an explosion. There's
Yes, yeah.
monsters."
Or me, the players. There's an explosion.
Yeah, yeah. There's always like a
Yeah.
lot of these UNPCs are action oriented, so
Yes,
it
it's right into
usually
the business.
makes logical sense for the characters to take action. But
Mhm.
for pacing reasons, it could also be kind of fun to just like, my
Sure.
character is shocked.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
stuff like that.
And it's weird because I feel so rusty. Like I feel like it's been forever since I've role played. So me getting back into it, trying to find a way to not overstep my bounds and just co-create everything like I have the bad habit of doing, but giving enough prompting in my anchoring so that you understand what I'm trying to glean from the surroundings.
Right.
So like me, like me hearing me co-creating the sound behind me, I just chalk that up to me, like I'm losing it, like I'm paranoid, that sort of thing. But there's also me scanning around, looking all over the room, whatever, like trying to find that balance of anchoring as well as not just co-creating everything, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think like the way I look at it is, if we're doing a monster movie, I don't think the players should ever co-create the monster.
Sure.
Or they should never co-create, like, I open up the door and there's the monster. Because like usually, I would say in almost all cases, the GM should have an idea of where the monster is. So like saying, oh, actually the monster's in this room too. Like when I've been building tension where the monster's on the roof or something like that.
Sure.
My main thing is kind of like having kind of like the explosion, that would be like the monster in this case, which would be, I would say, if you had done something more subtle, like a pinky appears on the bottom left of my HUD and says, you have an alert, and then you're tossing that to the GM, and the GM can say, can be more flexible and say, it looks like the optical telescope is being damaged. So like the GM can kind of fit that into whatever they were doing.
Sure.
Now, of course, sometimes when you're playing a game, the GM can just be floundering, and they're like, "Oh yeah, there is an explosion. Yeah, hell yeah, there is." So like that's a different case, of course, and it can be hard to tell. But that's kind of like the way I think about it. I always, I feel like a lot of times RPGs can be deconstructed to like a monster movie. So where's the monster? What is the monster doing? And I imagine myself stalking the players and this is happening. So if I have these puppets that are like threatening you, and you say, "Here, take this puppet really quick," and he's put the puppet right here, like that's like
that's overstepping the bounds.
Yeah. So I love co-creation of ambiguous things or possibly helpful things. Like if you say, I've got the gun, like, oh, we've got that package from home base still. Let's go open it.
Yeah.
And you go to the car and you open up the package. Like, that's great because that's like something that could be useful or something that might not be useful.
It's like there's, and I've used this example before of the different levels of co-creation. You have filling in the blanks, and then you have creating, good co-creation when it's done at a higher level is creating more blanks. There's also a kind of co-creation where the player comes up with a push, and the player is co-creating a push. And I think that can be done well in very specific circumstances with very specific tables, in very specific contexts. So I think what I tried to do is I tried to co-create a push. Wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, because at that point I had the preconceived idea that these Chinese assassins were blowing up the telescopes. So they had already moved to the plateau, and they were like setting explosives and stuff. So that's where I was at, and there was like, wait, now they came back? Like, so that's kind of like the glitch that happened for me. So it's not much of a co-creation, but the hairs on the back of my neck stand up, and I turn around to see if somebody's watching me.
I think that's fair. I mean, that
Yeah.
is to me that's creating a blank, and then the GM fills in that blank. I think what I did now, of course, like my rationalizing, no, I didn't do anything wrong. Brain wants to say, well, you could squint and look at it like, oh, they set up a remote detonation of an explosive, but that's not helpful. Like that's not addressing the poor decision. That's just making an excuse for it. You know.
Right. Yeah, because part of it was the reason why I reacted negatively to the push is that I also was thinking a lot about the psychology of these Chinese assassins.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're not really assassins. They were expecting to find an unmanned base.
Gotcha.
So they don't particularly want to kill you. They're okay with killing you, and it's like, oh, that's kind of a bummer. We had to kill those guys.
Sure.
But like,
well,
I was thinking maybe they would capture you and like drug you and knock you out and leave you somewhere or something like that. That could be something that they would do. But I was thinking a lot about the what they wanted you to do, and they were like, you won't be harmed if you surrender and you like help us blow the telescope is what they wanted.
Gotcha.
So it didn't make sense for them to blow up the garage and like try to do that.
Well, I
don't know.
I definitely felt that in the moment. It definitely felt like they were assassins. You know,
I guess
because when
arguable.
When they're described as having weapons, like having rifles on their back, like that is pretty cut and dry, at least in my book. Again, again, assumptions and you know whatnot. We're just totally steamrolling over our buddy here, but
that's fine. I say I'm new to this, so the stuff you guys are getting into, I'm just happy to make coherent sentences most of the time.
Yeah,
so I like
we're getting into the weeds here.
Yeah,
so.
I like listening to the weeds because I'm still co-creating coffee.
Yeah, which is valid, but yeah. I mean, I think that I think they're. I don't know. I mean, the session was good. I had fun. I had a good time.
I had a blast. It was fantastic.
I enjoyed myself.
Let's see.
I hope you had a good time.
I had a blast. Yeah. Well, let's get back to the sheets.
Yeah, buddy.
Cool. So I get to replace some stuff. Isolated base. I did actually get. I think we succeeded on both of these.
Yeah.
Because I did really get the vibes of the thing, where you got the two buddies, the two masculine bros that were dealing with kind of like military shit, shooting guns and stuff, but they're not like So that was great. And we also, successfully did action adventure. I don't have any ideas right off the cuff. Is Spawner still here? Do you have any ideas too, buddy? Oh, yeah, you do. Here we go. You're still here. Cool. Do you guys have any ideas for setting or tone themes?
I was thinking theme, maybe like a hunt of some sort. The hunt.
Yeah,
you're hunting a person or some kind of beast, or you can do like hunter prey, where you're being hunted by a person or a beast.
Okay. How about? So I've done suspense, and part of that was being hunted. How about? Is that too specific? Hunter becomes the prey.
Ooh,
I like that. Like
interesting.
Kind of like a Moby Dick kind of thing.
Sure.
All right, the spawner is here. Any ideas for setting? I have kind of a shitty one.
What is it?
So this is part of this is like I do want to be a little impish in these and kind of like what's something that we don't generally role play in our little clique.
Yeah.
Like we do a lot of action adventure, we do science fiction, shooting people stuff. But I did slice of life in that spirit where it's kind of like I'm basically trolling myself.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how I would run it. Okay, so how about
Cooks.
yeah,
I thought you were going to put baristas,
Restaurant.
so it's pretty close.
yeah, sure. Let's do restaurant industry.
Nice. That could actually be kind of interesting.
So yeah, that could be there's that, what is it called? It's like the
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 bear?
really pop, yeah, the bear.
Yeah.
Do you watch that?
No, but my younger brother he works in a fancy kitchen, so he lives it and he tells me a lot about it.
Yeah. I think that could be really fun, which is like it's one of those things where we'll try to kind of like appreciate the smaller stakes a little bit. Although, of course,
Sure.
we may roll something crazy on tone theme. So
Yeah, I don't know. My brain automatically went to that Ralph Fiennes movie where he invites all his critics.
Oh,
to
yeah,
his
the menu.
restaurant. Yeah,
okay,
that's
yeah,
where my brain
sure.
went for.
That's, yeah. I mean, depending on what the tone themes roll to cook. Yes. I do not think we will have many roll to
Yeah.
do.
It's
this
the
or that.
prawns all over again.
Yeah, I was rolling or I've thought about kind of like doing like high school type settings,
Mm,
and all the advice I find online, it's always just got like these stupid ideas where you like roll to do homework.
yeah.
It's like the
Yeah.
worst fucking role play I could possibly imagine.
Yeah.
Of like, okay, well, you got math homework, Steve.
Yeah.
I know, like, you want to do that scene with the bully, but let's do. You wanted to, have the duel with the bully, but really, let's do some homework.
Yeah.
Let's pretend to do homework in an abstract way. Okay. Anyway, that's my little micro rant about low stakes settings where you do not
Sure.
want to gamify stupid shit.
Yeah.
So hopefully this is ironic. Okay, good. I'm glad to hear it. Okay, cool. I think that's that. Any other commentary you want to say to the folks at home, or the folk at home?
The
Mr.
folk.
Spawner. Missed you tonight, Spawner. Thank you so much for showing up to the comments.
Yeah.
Come
I had a
next
blast. It's always a great time to be able to role play with some folks that I really enjoy being around. It's good to meet you, Plainsman. It was a pleasure role playing with you.
Too.
Had a blast. I love this thing, man. Role playing in character in the 4D style is so much fun, and everybody should do it right now.
week. Cool. Awesome. That's a great message. I'm going to end the stream. We'll stick around for the post talk as needed and proceed.